Hello and welcome to another Bloom in 5 here on YouTube. And today we are painting olives and olive branches, which are super sweet and pretty. There's lots of different colours involved. So we're starting off with a lovely little branch here. We've got a few little leaves and we've also got some really nice rich olives, a couple on here as well that we're painting in. Some of the leaves are sort of a bit drier and have a nice curl to them as well. So it's nice to get a little bit of depth and a little bit of curl. And if you want to practice your painting sort of more natural leaves, this is a great exercise to do as well, as they're all over the place. So it's great practice for different shadows and movement and different sizes. And there are lots of different greens involved as well. So we're just testing out some colours on some scrap paper. This one I actually painted freehand. This video is available on Patreon if you want to paint a little bit more exclusively with me. But you can see here we're just adding in some nice different sort of we've got a grey tone added to this, and we've got some different grey greens. We've got some really pretty sort of more foreground leaves and background leaves. So you can see I'm just painting like a darker background leaf there and just adding in a few different colours and some little leaf vein details. And we actually don't add any more to this once that's complete, and it's got some really nice like swaying movement to it, so that's a really fun one to try as well. And like I say, it's more of a grey greeny tones. Then we've got some really nice limey olives that we start off with here, just getting a nice base colour. The watercolours do tend to dry quite light, so we just need to build up those colours by adding a bit more depth as we go. So you'll see later on we add a little bit more depth. This is quite a loose study, it's not a very hyper realistic study. We're just sort of doing some nice, like focusing on some nice form, some nice shading, and just some different techniques really with the brush, laying down using the flat part of the brush to sort of push and lift, which is a great exercise when creating your watercolour leaves. So you can see we just use the both sides of the leaf there to create a nice sort of leaf vein in the middle. Then we're moving on to our bottom little cluster. We've got quite a few different really nice sort of olivey green colours again, as they are olives, and we're using like a nice olivey green. To get this mix you can use like a yellow and orange mix. I have an Indian yellow, which is like an orange yellow mix, but you can always create this by having a lemony yellow, nice sunshiny yellow, and adding a bit of orange to it, and then adding that to a green, and that creates like a really nice olivey colour. So you can experiment until you get the colour that you're happy with. So you can see on this one we added some really nice pretty leaves. On Patreon I do include all the reference images as well in case you want to use them, which are commercially free images. Then we've moved on to our last little leaf sort of branch here, which I did actually sketch this one out, and you can see I'm just sort of talking through the video and talking about different brushes that I'm using. But you can see here I've just started off with this slightly darker grass green and then adding in the different leaves. And if you notice the technique of how I'm using the brush, how I'm sort of pushing and folding, I'm not sure what I was talking about there, just doing some gesticulating about various things there. And then just adding in some more of these really pretty olivey green. I must say, olive green, sap green, they are some of my favourite greens, really fresh and vibrant. And you can see here just adding a little bit more to the branch detail. And I mean, a great tip to make your branches or stalks look a little bit more realistic is when they're still sort of damp, to add a little bit of a darker colour on that side. So a little bit of a darker green, you could add some brown or Payne's grey, just a little bit to the colour, and then just stroke it down one side, and it helps to create that form and that rounded like branch twig effect. Sorry, my microphone died there, so I'm using my other one, so hopefully the battery will last on this one. And yeah, so it creates that sort of effect of like more of a shadowed effect on the branch. So you can see we're using a wet on dry technique on the top left here, and I also added some violet to that sepia, which is like a dark brown, and it really creates that richness in the olives. So that's a good tip to try adding sort of colours that you wouldn't always think of, to create some fun mixes, to create some nice richness and depth within your watercolours. So you can see we're just building up the layers here on the middle section olives, which are the really nice olivey green coloured ones. And you can see we're just adding a bit of detail to the branch and also a little bit more of that depth to the leaves just on one side, and leaving that centre, which creates quite a natural vein and split middle of the leaf, and adding a little bit more detail as well to these bottom ones. And again, just looking at your reference photos, you can see where the shadows are. Sometimes the sun will be above, so you've got a shadowed area below. Sometimes there'll be a leaf on top of like an olive or whatever subject you're painting, like apples, oranges, for example. And you can really add that shadow using like a nice grey or something like that, or even a complementary color will really help create that sort of rounded form. So if you struggle with having flat watercolors, then give that a go. I have lots of tips on my Instagram and my TikTok as well. All the details are included in my bio if you're interested in following over there. So you'd be most welcome. As you can see, we're just finishing off on our last little freehand, a few little details here that we're adding on our last branch. And then also I decided to add some like nice yellowy orange washes over the top of our first one, because some of them were a little bit more yellowy orange, and that helped create that variation as well. So I really hope you enjoyed painting these olives with me. They are super fun, and I'm feeling so dry in the hot weather. I'm going to grab a coffee, probably should grab an iced coffee to be fair, and have a lovely day, everyone. Thank you so much.